Hi, our subject here. When I ask sales reps about their biggest individual challenge, an answer that I often hear is self-confidence. And actually, that is true with a lot of people in general, and it prevents them from doing great things. Well, I've got three tips to help you build that confidence. First, let's talk about the lack of confidence. For some salespeople, it's not calling at a higher level. With others, it's a hesitancy to ask the tough questions or for the next step or for the business itself. In the worst cases, it's pure avoidance of placing calls. And for people in our everyday lives, it's not doing or trying something or asking for something we want because we don't have the confidence. Now, we've all experienced self-confidence issues at some point, right? It's natural. But the key to success is taking action and not letting it consume you. So here are those three tips for minimizing its occurrence and the effects. Number one, prepare and practice. For whatever it is you fear, seek out mass amounts of information and instruction on how to attack the situation. Do you have a fear of prospecting, for example? Well, of course, I recommend you get a copy of Smart Calling and read it a couple of times and then do every exercise. Then practice your openings, your voicemails, answers to any executive assistant questions and resistance. People often say to me, well, you look up so natural and confident when you're up there speaking in front of hundreds of people. Well, guess what? I'm usually up at 4 a.m. the morning of a presentation, preparing, even when I've done the same presentation hundreds of times. Now, of course, we need to practice. So role play with yourself or a partner. It's so much easier doing something after you've done it before, right? So knowing that you are prepared to handle most things that could be thrown at you really eases your mind and it builds that confidence. Number two, do it. There's some high-level ninja stuff there, right? So make the leap, pull the trigger, take the first step. Most things that we fear don't actually ever happen. A steep mountain, like out here, doesn't seem anywhere near as scary when you're actually climbing it. Plus, when you're moving, it takes your mind off of fear. Think about some fear in your life that you overcame. I'm betting that it was largely a result of you just attacking it head on. And number three, focus on your attempts, not on your failures. Sure, you're not going to be successful every time. The only people who don't experience setbacks are the ones who aren't in the game. They're not trying. Hey, rejection is not an experience. It's always how you define it. Now, if you have to count and remember anything, how about counting the number of times that you actually tried? So there you go. Prepare and practice. Do it and celebrate your attempts, not the setbacks. You are a confident person.